Hello class 4C1, Teacher Jesse here again with another video. Today's video is going to be the second part of our vocabulary review for Unit 3. Okay, and again, we are going to see a picture of our word, we'll get a definition, we'll get an example sentence, and we'll do some practice exercises to test our knowledge. Let's get started. All right. Our first group of words is going to be about animal body parts. Okay, so feathers cover the body of animals that are called birds. And in an example, a peacock has beautiful green and blue feathers. These are feathers from a bird called a peacock, and they are quite beautiful. They are green and blue and yellow. They are also something that we call iridescent. That means when the light hits them, the color changes, and they have an effect that makes them look like they're shining. They are very beautiful feathers. Okay, our next word is fur. Fur is what covers the body of animals called mammals. Just like feathers cover the body of birds, fur covers the body of mammals. Except for us mammals. We do not call the hair on our body fur, we just call it hair. But for other mammals, like the beast here, they are covered in fur. So, cats make him sneeze. I think he's allergic to their fur. Oftentimes, people's bodies do not do well with the fur of animals like cats or dogs. It can irritate their skin, it can make them sneeze. This is called being allergic, okay? Some people are allergic to cats, some people are allergic to dogs. All right, and scales. Here we see a picture of some scales on a snake. Scales cover the bodies of fish and some reptiles like this snake here. So, feathers cover the body of birds, fur covers the body of mammals, and scales cover the body of fish. And you have to clean the scales off of the fish, meaning you have to remove them from the fish's body before you eat the fish, because they are not very good, they're hard, they're sharp, they're not good to put in your mouth, and they're not good to eat. All right. Paws. Here we have a picture of the paws of a kitten. Paws are the feet of an animal like a cat. And the cat has the cutest little paws, is an example of using paws in a sentence. Now, on the paws of a cat are its claws. Claws are the curved, pointy nails of an animal. Okay, so not like our fingernails. Our fingernails are not curved and our fingernails are flat. So they're not exactly paws. A claw is more like a horn. Like a rhinoceros has a horn. It's very pointy and it's curved and it's also very sharp. So most cats have very sharp claws. Unless you have taken your cat to the cat doctor and that cat doctor has removed the claws from your cat's paws. If that is the case, it will not have claws, but otherwise cats have very sharp claws. I'm sure most of you have been scratched by a cat at one point. It doesn't feel good, does it? All right, look at the nose of this cute little mouse here. This mouse has a pointed nose. A pointed nose comes to a thin, sharp end, like the end of a pencil or a needle or a pin or something. Okay, this mouse's nose is very pointed. Okay, the mouse in the picture has a pointed nose. This is an example of how to use pointed in a sentence. All right, look at the tail here of this squirrel. This squirrel has a tail that we say is bushy. It has a bushy tail because its tail is thick with fur. A bushy tail is one that has thick fur. The squirrel has a bushy tail. Now, let's talk about animal habitats. You can see that this is called an elk. An elk is like a giant deer that lives on the continent of North America. So in the United States and in Canada, in some parts of these countries, they have elk. And this is a picture of a habitat for an elk. A habitat is a natural home for an animal, plant, or other living thing. So a zoo is not a habitat. A city is not a habitat because it's not a natural area. It's artificial or made by man, made by human beings. Okay? So like a river, a forest, a desert, a pond, a lake, okay, a coral reef, all of these things are animal habitats. The habitat of polar bears is disappearing because of global warming. Polar bears live where it's very cold, where there's lots of snow and lots of ice. Because the temperature of the planet is increasing, those places are no longer very cold, or they're no longer as cold as they need to be. So the ice and the snow is melting, and because of that, the polar bears are losing their habitats. Okay. Let's do some exercises to test our knowledge. All right, here we see something that covers the body of a bird. I'm sure you already know the answer, so say your answer out loud in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. That's right. Feathers cover the body of a bird. Next. What covers the bodies of fish and some reptiles like snakes? I'm going to reveal part of the picture. When you know the word, say it out loud. Do you know it yet? What is it? How about now? What covers the body of snakes and other reptiles? It's scales. Very good. All right. Next question. What covers the bodies of mammals? Feathers cover birds. Scales cover fish. What covers mammals? 1, 2, 3. It's 3 letters. Here's a clue. Do you know the first letter? Say it out loud. Letter F. That's right. What's the second letter? Say it out loud. Letter U. That's right. And the final letter is letter R. What does that spell? Fur. Very good. Everyone say fur. Good job. All right. The feet of an animal like a cat are called what? Are they called paws or claws? Okay. Let me give you some time to think. Is it paws or claws? What do we call the feet? The feet of an animal. I want everyone to answer out loud in 3, 2, 1. That's right. The feet of an animal like a cat are called paws. Remember, claws are the sharp nails that are on the paws, but claws are not the feet. Paws are the feet. Okay. This mouse has a what? What does it have on its face? Answer in 3, 2, 1. That's right. It has a pointed nose. Okay? Not a flat nose, but a pointed nose. And this squirrel has what kind of tail? This squirrel has a 3, 2, 1. That's right. This squirrel has a bushy tail. Everyone say bushy. Remember to pronounce the sh sound in this word very clearly. B-sh-e. Bushy. Very good. Okay, now we have some words from our story that we read about a monster under the bed. Remember, hey Ma, something's under my bed? Okay. So one of our words was nudge. Take a look at this elephant here. this big elephant is nudging the little elephant with its nose. Nudge means to touch or push something gently. So not hard, but very gently. You can nudge someone with your elbow, or you can nudge someone with your nose if you're an elephant. Okay, the elephant used its trunk to nudge the other elephant. So, when you nudge something, usually you do so that it will budge. Okay? Budge means to make something move. The big elephant wants the little elephant to move, so it gives it a gentle touch called a nudge. All right? This man right here wants the rock to move, so he's trying to make the rock budge. But the rock was so heavy that it did not budge when the man pushed it. All right, on this bed is a blue spread. A spread is a type of sheet or blanket that hangs low on the bed. You can see this spread right here on the bed touches the ground because it hangs very low. All right, here is an example of a vacuum or a vacuum cleaner. So a vacuum is a machine that is used to clean the floor. And an example of vacuum in a sentence is, I vacuumed the floor to clean up the mess. All right. And a particular type of vacuum is called a Hoover. I don't know if you can see the brand name on this vacuum right here, but it says Hoover. So a Hoover is a specific brand of vacuum cleaner, a very common brand of vacuum cleaner. So my mother just bought a new Hoover is an example of how to use this word in a sentence. All right, here is a picture of something that is busting. All right, because bust means to burst or explode. If you eat too much, it feels like your stomach will bust. It feels like your stomach is going to explode. All right, this man right here is walking across the street. Cross is a contraction that means to move across. It means to go from one side to another. He's going from this side of the street to this side of the street. So he is going across the street. In an example, again, of using cross in a sentence, the man is walking across the street. All right, let's do some practice exercises to test our knowledge. All right, is this elephant giving the other elephant a nudge or a budge? And I want you to answer out loud. Say the answer in 3, 2, 1. That's right. The elephant is lightly and gently touching or pushing the other elephant, so it is giving the elephant a nudge. Okay, now, what is a machine that is used to clean the floor? What do we call a machine used to clean the floor? I'm going to reveal part of the picture. Say it out loud when you know the answer. Have you guessed yet? Have you guessed yet? Have you guessed yet? All right, what is the answer? A vacuum. Everyone say vacuum. 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 Good. Let's move on to our next question. All right. Now we need to match these words with their synonyms. All right. I just want you to think about the answer. If you want to say it out loud, yell it as loud as you can so everyone in your house can hear it. Okay? All right. So, a synonym for bust is what? Push, move, break, a bed cover, or a vacuum cleaner. Well, everyone knows that a synonym for bust is break. All right, great job. Next one, nudge. What is a synonym for nudge? That's right, push. Next one, what is a synonym for budge? Move. What is a synonym for a spread? That's right, a bed cover. And finally, a Hoover is a brand or a specific kind of a vacuum cleaner. All right, 4C1. That's all the time we have for today. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you next time. Goodbye.